We are live at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco on Christmas Eve. Welcome into the CW33 High School Football Showdown pregame show. Aledo and Frisco going at it for the right to play in a regional final. Chris Majkowski on the field, and yes, of course, we're playing on Christmas Eve, so we broke out the ugly sweaters. You'll see LaDarren and Doug in theirs later as well. We are excited to be here. It is obviously a very rare circumstance to be playing high school football in Texas this late. But the big schools in 5A and 6A both had their seasons pushed back by over a month due to COVID issues. So we play the regional semifinal round right before Christmas. Normally, everybody would already be done with their state championships. We've got a whale of a game here for you as well between Frisco and Aledo. Let's take a look at the particulars for the Raccoons to begin. And they are 8-1. Their only loss this season coming to Lovejoy, which is playing at a high clip. We'll talk about what the Leopards did earlier today, later on in the program. Frisco started the postseason with a rout of Royse City, 52-9, and then last week against South Oak Cliff, they needed a minor miracle to pull off that victory against the Bears. A long return of over 70 yards on a kickoff with 18 seconds left, and then a field goal from a freshman, his first varsity field goal to make in a ball game to lift Frisco to a victory. You see some of the key players there. Usma Harper Sion has taken over as running back after Bradford Martin went down with an injury. Usma Harper, a transfer in from Illinois in mid-season, has become a beast at the running back position for FHS, racked up 8 touchdowns in what has been not a complete season for him. You see that no state championships for Frisco. For Aledo, they have 9 of them, the most in Texas 11-man football. They destroyed Dallas Hillcrest in the opening round. That we knew they would go through them pretty easily. But then North 40, we looked for the Falcons to give the Bearcats more of a challenge, but still Aledo playing at such a high level beat them soundly 49-24 in the area round. DeMarco Roberts, JoJo Earl, a fantastic 1-2 punch for Aledo. Both of them will be Division I players next year. Roberts heading to the Lamar Cardinals. JoJo Earl will be a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide a year from now. Again, we talked about this is a great matchup, and the people who vote in the state football poll have recognized the enormity of it. Both of these teams in the top 10 in Class 5A Division II. Looking at this, though, Ennis, the #1 team, is done. They were upset last week by Mansfield Timberview, so Aledo is the top remaining team left in 5A D2. You go down the list and you find Lovejoy at #8, the team that will face the winner of this one. Lovejoy has already beaten Frisco, as we mentioned earlier, and there you see their Raccoons at #10 in the state top 10. Coming up next, I'll bring in LaDarren McLean. We'll analyze these two teams, Frisco and Aledo. It's a Class 5A UIL regional semifinal from the Ford Center at the Star. Christmas Eve high school football. We're thrilled you're with us on CW33.
It's Mattress Firm's year-end sale. Hurry in for savings up to $500 on top-rated brands like Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 on Sealy. Or get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $299.99. Only at Mattress Firm.
Life's full of little accidents. And the Hyundai Tucson helps make sure they stay little. By alerting you if you drift out of your lane, and even gently correcting your steering. Because unlike your favorite shirt, you are irreplaceable. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get 0% APR or lease the Tucson for $199 a month or get $32.50 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
With Mattress Firm's Rest Assured promise, you can try America's best mattress brands and get a $300 instant gift with your Tempur-Pedic purchase, good towards your choice of sleep accessories. Rest assured, we'll find the right bed for you. Only at Mattress Firm.
Take a break from 2020 and enjoy some holiday cheer.
Join us for the Toyota Dallas Holiday Parade Reimagined.
Experience all the beauty of the holiday season.
The Toyota Dallas Holiday Parade Reimagined, Christmas morning at 10 on CW33.
Bringing the holidays? How about singing the holidays with the CW's caroling competition, the Christmas Caroler Challenge.
Saturday at 7 on CW33.
It is a beautiful night in Frisco, Texas. We are at the Star, more specifically the Ford Center for Aledo and Frisco in a UIL regional semifinal. As I mentioned earlier, it is the 5A and 6A schools that have had their seasons pushed back, but all the smaller classifications have already finished out their seasons. And let's take a look at the state champions so far. Argyle finishes 16-0. Tito Bai is the MVP in that game, 4 rushing touchdowns in the win over Lindale. Jim Ned needed a 2-point conversion in overtime to win the Class 3A D1 title over Hallettsville. Shiner finishes 14-0, and Sterling City finishes its year at 15-0. Down in Division II in classes 4A through 1A, Carthage finished a perfect season, left no doubt in beating Gilmer for a second time this year, this time by a 70-14 count. Canadian used a 52-yard touchdown pass with 28 seconds left to beat Franklin in an instant classic. Windthorst also, it came down to the wire for them. Touchdown with 26 seconds left to beat Mart. The Class 1A Division II state champions still yet to be crowned. Balmora and Richland Springs have yet to play their game due to COVID issues. They have until mid-January to get that in, according to UIL edict. Bring in LaDarren McClain to talk about this matchup between the Aledo Bearcats and the Frisco Raccoons. And let's start with Aledo LD. Their biggest test this season came against Cedar Hill, a matchup that Coach Buchanan decided to add at the last minute, and they are hoping that it pays dividends down the line, getting that test when they really didn't get that many others in the regular season.
Well, you're exactly right, Chris. And for once in a lifetime here, the state championships, Aledo comes in with the negative in the turnover margin, and I think that's been the difference. Even though they've been playing well, but they've got to get back to basics and run the football, protect the football, play sound defense, and especially if they want to take care of the Raccoons here this evening.
JoJo Earl is just a transcendent talent. I think what we saw of him earlier this season when we covered the Aledo game against Frisco Lone Star, it blew me away. And then LSU fans about 2 weeks ago just crushed when he decommitted and then a week later decided that he was going to be a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I don't know if that had anything to do with the way the Tide are playing and the way the Tigers are playing this year. You just never know. But JoJo Earl can single-handedly change the course of a ball game. He can do it on special teams, Chris. We've seen him take some of the simple routine plays and take it 75 yards the other way. He is the one electric player on a short list this year in Class 5A of these guys you definitely want to come out and watch and see.
Moving over to the Frisco side, and it feels like the Raccoons are playing kind of with house money now after the way they beat South Oak Cliff, needing a field goal as time expired to beat the Bears.
Well, hey, listen, the Raccoons, the way they play offense in that wing T style, there's no practice for it during the week. You have to adjust to it during the course of the game, and it's going to come down if the Bearcats can do it. Listen, this offense and Coach Harbert, they do a great job of hiding the football, grinding up those yards. They use 3 or 4 running backs in the backfield, and their defense has played well enough, and that's why they're here today knocking on the door trying to take down the champs.
And another future SEC player on the Frisco side, in Arkansas signee Chase Lowry. He pretty much can do everything for this Frisco ball club.
Boy, he absolutely can. And this is another player. They put him in special teams. They put him on offense. You may see him take a couple of handoffs, and when they do pass it, they're throwing it to number 4 on the offense. He's a great defensive back, obviously going to Arkansas as a defensive back. This kid can do it all, and it's been fun to watch his career now in his senior year.
We'll get into your keys specifically as we begin the game, but one for me, and I want to see if you agree, for Frisco is just to strike early as Aledo tries to figure out that approach on offense.
Yeah, you know what? That's going to be key, is that they got to come out here and take it to the champs, because the champs have been here and done that. And I think they set the tone early, get their defense in some confidence, because we know Aledo has that offense that is balanced. They can do a lot of different things with the football. I think I agree with you on that one, Chris. They've got to come out and strike first.
All right, LD, appreciate you going along with us on Ugly Sweaters tonight.
Anything from the boys, man.
Oh, yeah. Doug has probably the best one of the bunch, though. We'll get another look at that in just a minute. Coming up, I'll visit with Grace McDowell. She is the Assistant Athletic Director here in the Frisco Independent School District. We'll also go over all the Class 5A and Class 6A scores in Region 1 and Region 2. It's regional semifinal weekend in Texas, and the CW33 pregame show continues.
When it comes to safety, who has more 2020 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winning vehicles? More than Toyota, Honda, and Hyundai combined? Subaru. When it comes to longevity, who has the highest percentage of its vehicles still on the road today? Subaru. And when it comes to brand loyalty, who does J.D. Power rank #1 in the automotive industry for 2 years running? Subaru. It's easy to love a car you can trust. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Get 0% for 63 months on select new 2021 models during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Some places have low prices, but at Kroger, we go lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Get more ways to save with personalized coupons, fuel points, and great deals for prices that are even lower than the leading competitors' everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Does anybody want breakfast? Guys? Let's go! Guys! I'm leaving for McDonald's in 5 seconds. Why didn't you start with that?
Start your morning at McDonald's and enjoy a sausage biscuit and hash browns or a sausage McMuffin and hash browns. Each bundle just $1.50. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Disappointed in your holiday gift?
This is too much. I feel like I should get you another sweater.
Then experience some joy this year at the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event.
Those guys rock the most.
Get magical deals on new Hyundais, all featuring the latest technology.
You work with robots?
Visit the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event now or go to buyhyundai.com.
You know you want to.
Make friends in a new Hyundai and watch Friends weeknights at 11 on CW33. Good fun.
You may run.
You are under arrest.
Walker, January 21st on CW33.
A gorgeous night here in Frisco at the Star. You see the Christmas tree all lit up in cowboy blue. Aledo and Frisco getting set to do battle in a regional semifinal. Chris Mykoski back on the field with you on Christmas Day, and Grace McDowell joins us now. She is the Assistant Athletic Director here in the Frisco ISD. And Grace, you've been with the district now for 18 years. When you first got here, Frisco was the only high school, and now, what will we be at now, 11 starting next fall? It's a big number.
Yes, sir. We opened number 11 in the fall of 2021, and then we'll be opening 12 soon after.
You were a coach in your previous life and now on the administrative side. What's been the most gratifying part to be on this side of the equation?
Well, the awesome thing about being an assistant AD in Frisco is that we usually win one way or the other because we have so many schools. However, it's been awesome to be able to just spend my time with coaches and help them and support them. I know they make a huge impact in our young people's lives, and that's what's the most gratifying thing for me.
And Coach Harbert making a huge impact at Frisco High School this season, and he has for a while now. What have you seen from him in the way that he has treated this abnormal season, leading the Raccoons all the way here to the regional semifinal?
You know, I think Coach Harbert, from strength and conditioning this summer through the fall workouts into the season, you know, he and his staff have focused on keeping the kids safe and preparing them to play, and they've had to work extremely hard just to have a season. And I know we are incredibly proud of all of our coaches just because it's been a battle. But here they are, and, you know, the kids play with a lot of heart and class, and we're very proud of him and his program.
And on the other side, let's brag a little bit on Lone Star and that staff as well. They had their season come to a close today. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but still an amazing run. And to have two schools from the same district reach this round is an incredible accomplishment.
It is. It's very exciting. You know, we never thought we'd be playing on Christmas Eve, but we're hoping to play on New Year's Eve as well. But yeah, Coach Rayburn, he has been an incredible coach for the Lone Star Rangers, and his staff, they work so hard with the kids, and they have such a great culture in their program.
We only have a little bit of time left, but you primarily see games in this building where other assistant ADs are at your other venues. Do you still see the light in the student athletes' eyes when they walk into this place, when they get to share a field with the Dallas Cowboys?
It's been an incredible experience for our athletes. And you know what's really fun is when we see schools from out of town that don't get to play in this on a regular basis, and you get to see it in their eyes and see how much fun this is and how much it means to them. But absolutely, our athletes are incredibly blessed. We're incredibly blessed, and we're thankful to have this opportunity to play here in this facility.
Grace, we appreciate it tonight. Good luck to Frisco.
Thank you.
Grace McDowell, an assistant AD here in the Frisco Independent School District, joining us here on the CW33 High School Football Showdown pregame show. Let's take a look at scores from around the state of Texas. We'll bring back in Doug and LaDarren. And guys, Region 1 and 2 in Class 5A D1, Summit and Heritage, a game of two local squads that we'll keep our eye on Saturday. But we will be in Mesquite for Denton Ryan and Longview. The winner of that one will get Highland Park next.
You know, I think that Ryan might be the most talented team in Class 5A. Looking very forward to seeing Jatavian Sanders and Billy Bowman and Seth Hennigan and that whole crew as they take on a very good Longview team. You know, it was only a couple of years ago that Longview won the state championship, and John King's program is an outstanding measuring stick for great teams out in East Texas.
Red Oak also on this screen facing Lubbock Coronado on Saturday. The Hawks have outscored their opponents in their two playoff games 117-13, so don't sleep on Red Oak. We move on to Class 5A D2, Regions 1 and 2. A lot of West Texas flavor in this one, and Lubbock Cooper eliminates Grapevine. The Mustang season is done. The winner of our game between Aledo and Frisco will face Lovejoy after the Leopards win a shootout today against Mansfield Timberview. Ralph Rucker had 8 touchdown passes.
Ralph Rucker had 8 TD passes. 6 of them went to Reed Westervelt. You remember him from the Lovejoy Frisco game that we did several weeks ago. He was outstanding in that game and had just a phenomenal game today as Lovejoy won it by 14 over Timberview. And you were talking about the success of the Frisco ISD with 2 teams reaching the 3rd round. Mansfield always seems to have a couple of teams that make a deep run, Timberview and Summit, those teams this year, but Timberview bowing out here in the 3rd round.
So Some quality football being played in Class 5A. We move on to Class 6A. Trinity Allen, a heavyweight showdown. That'll be the final game of Saturday's triple header at the old ballpark in Arlington. Regardless of who emerges from that Trojans-Eagles game, they will get another mammoth one next week. Southlake Carroll and Arlington Martin. The winner of that one will be waiting on either the Trojans or the Eagles. That is tonight at the old ballpark. And check out the Duncanville Panthers. That is putting coal in the stocking of Spring Westfield. Now a potential matchup with DeSoto next week.
Well, North Shore out of the Houston area, the team that Duncanville has, obviously fallen to in the last couple of state championships. They looked very good in their win today, but Duncanville looked even better in beating Westfield 56-0. I think that game was 42-0 at the half. Duncanville, on 5 days rest, came in and just steamrolled Westfield today. And they just look like the Duncanville team that we saw a few weeks ago, a team that's ready to make another run in a state championship.
Finally, in Class 6A, Division II, Denton Geyer needed an interception in overtime to get past Arlington High last week. Wildcats survived and advanced. They return to the Rangers' old ballpark Saturday afternoon to face Abilene, who edged North Crowley a week ago. Eaton on the deepest run for playoffs in school history. They will face Prosper. Caden Salter and Cedar Hill just demolished Tyler Legacy last week. Now they get 11-0 Tomball Memorial. Rockwall Heath also looking dangerous. They doubled up Temple a week ago.
Well, when we saw Heath play Rockwall, we knew they were a good team, even though they lost that game to Rockwall. Bridgeland poses a new challenge for them. But what an interesting matchup with Northwest Eaton and Prosper. You talk about two teams that nobody expected to be here in the third round, but yet here are Eaton's Eagles and Prosper's Eagles, and they're going to go head-to-head. It should be a very entertaining ball game.
That is the lineup for Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. No football on Christmas Day, but we get a sandwich there on either side. We will continue the pregame show with Doug and LD, taking a look at this matchup between Aledo and Frisco on CW33.
Seinfeld, tonight at 11:30 on CW33.
Hi, I'm Jenny Ann Chondo. A former Allen quarterback is going to the Pro Bowl. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray joins Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson on the NFC team. He is the youngest Cardinals quarterback ever to earn a Pro Bowl selection. Here in North Texas, in our weather, we're looking at highs in the 50s and 60s, and for the most part, sunny skies.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Take a break from 2020 and enjoy some holiday cheer.
Join us for the Toyota Dallas Holiday Parade Reimagined.
Experience all the beauty of the holiday season.
The Toyota Dallas Holiday Parade Reimagined, Christmas morning at 10 on CW33.
Joey's keeping secrets.
We know about your party, Joey.
What party?
The game's over. Take off your robe.
But there's more than meets the eye at this party. Next Friends.
Tonight at 11 on CW33.
The pregame show rolls on CW33 as we get set for a regional semifinal between the Aledo Bearcats and the Frisco Raccoons here on Christmas Eve. The Aledo Bearcats trying to add to their lead as the team with the most state championships in 11-man football in Texas. Richland Springs, you see there, they play 6-man, and they can also get their 10th this season as their game against Balmora in the 1A D2 championship has been postponed due to COVID issues. Plenty of teams chasing the Bearcats with 8, including the Southlake Carroll Dragons. Now to get us set with a preview of this game, we toss it upstairs and my friends in the ugly sweaters, Doug and LaDarren.
All right, hey, don't talk to Santa Claus like that right here. So, yeah, this game, LD, that we are about to do tonight, obviously Aledo is the team that is stacked with the state championship tradition, but as the old adage goes, defense wins championships, and this Frisco team can play some defense. They're only giving up 13 points a game.
Yeah, they've had a tough sled through this season, and they play good team defense. They run to the football, and they just have that tenacity that you need this time of the year to play some great football. But the thing about them, they run the ball well, and it's a nice compliment to them, and it should be a nice matchup here this evening.
Speaking of running the ball well, two outstanding running backs on display tonight, and we will start with the young man from Aledo, DeMarco Roberts, a Lamar University signee.
He had a great game last week against North Forney. 226 yards rushing, Doug, and 4 touchdowns. This is a guy, they can get it to him 20 times a game, and I think they need to do that here this evening.
And on the other side, Frisco has welcomed in a transfer who came in from out of state, Sione Usma Harper, and he has added some great dimensions to their running attack.
Last time we saw this kid, he was an absolute beast, but last week against South Blackfoot, he chipped in with 94 yards and a touchdown, but their win to advance here in this game this evening. This is a kid that can really take it to home run if they need to here tonight.
Those are only two of what is probably 20 to 30 stellar athletes that we'll have a chance to watch tonight in this ball game. So, Chris, it should be exciting.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to this one. We are almost to kickoff between the Bearcats and the Raccoons here on Christmas Eve on CW33. The Aledo Bearcats taking the field. Frisco will join them soon. Stay with us for action on CW33.
Jeep is more than a legendary SUV brand. It's a community. We share a love of adventure, we share a spirit, and now we're sharing our employee price with you. Treating you like one of our own. Because that's exactly what you are. Employee pricing at the Jeep Big Finish event.
With employee pricing for all, get an average $5,548 below MSRP on the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
When water is filtered through 10,000-year-old glacial aquifers that make it rich with naturally occurring electrolytes, it has a crisp taste like no other. Poland Spring origin, born in Maine. From the earth, for the better.
Cool on that.
The moment you realize something is truly luxury is the moment you put it to use. Get exceptional offers on the Infiniti QX80 during the Infiniti Winter Sales Event. Finance the Infiniti QX80 at 0% APR for 60 months and receive 2 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance.
Experience the CW33 High School Football Showdown on your digital device. Fridays, watch live football on CW33.com and the CW33 app. Take part with your pick for player of the game and rewatch your local favorite team on demand at CW33.com.
Life's full of little accidents. And the Hyundai Tucson helps make sure they stay little by alerting you if you drift out of your lane and even gently correcting your steering. Because unlike your favorite shirt, you are irreplaceable. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get 0% APR or lease the Tucson for $199 a month or get $3,250 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Take my wife! The Johnson family knows what's real.
What is going on?
I didn't think you were a home invader. In good times or bad, they know the family that drays together stays together.
You keep me strong. I keep you strong? It's just what you say.
Blackish.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on CW33.
Do these look familiar? They should. These are the channels Dish has dropped in the past. Dropping local stations and networks is Dish's thing. Their CEO says it's profitable. Doesn't matter what his customers must endure or for how long. He's saving Dish money. Right now, Dish has dropped more than 200 local stations, cable channels, and regional sports networks. If Dish is treating you this way, call them. Call Dish. Demand the credit you deserve. Here's their number.
Seinfeld, Tonight at 11:30 on CW33.
Tonight on CW33, the very best in North Texas high school football. Welcome to CW33 High School Football Showdown.
They have come from the east, they have come from the west, they have followed the star to the Ford Center in Frisco for tonight's Texas high school football playoff matchup between the Aledo Bearcats and the Frisco Raccoons. It is Class 5A Division II, Region 2, and the regional semifinal. We welcome you inside the Ford Center alongside LaDarren McClain. I'm Doug Anderson. Merry Christmas, LD.
Merry Christmas.
And what a game we have tonight. We've got the Aledo Bearcats, 9-time state champions, going up against a team in Frisco that really knows how to play some defense.
Yeah, they play great defense, Doug, and that wing T offense. If you're not ready for it, it's going to be a challenge. But Aledo is no stranger to playoff big-time football. It's going to be a fun one tonight here on Christmas Eve.
Let's take a look at a couple of key players. Let's talk about a couple of SEC signees, why don't we? JoJo Earl, who a couple weeks ago inked his commitment to Alabama. This young man can do everything.
Yeah, he also chipped in 2 touchdowns last week against North Forney. This kid is absolutely electric. They put him all over the formation. They put him back there to run punts on special teams. This kid can do any and everything with the football in his hands.
And speaking of athletes, Frisco has a blue chip in Arkansas signee Chase Lowry. Like JoJo Earl, he can go anywhere on the field.
That's right, and they're going to do that here tonight. He's outstanding at the defensive back position. He runs punts and kickoffs back as well. He's electric, and if they have a home run hitter, it is Chase Lowry.
A trip to the Region 2 final and a matchup with Lovejoy awaits the winner of this one. We'll have kickoff and the head coaches coming your way next on CW33.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon.
Get a new Expedition with 0 for 72 plus $12.50 Ford credit bonus cash plus $22.50 trade assist cash only at your Texas Ford dealer.
Texas Rangers are supposed to be the ones that weed out the bad seeds. How do you think we've been doing? Do better.
See, that's his formal way of calling me an idiot.
I have a certain way of doing things.
Here he comes to save the day.
It's good to see you, too. I'm trying to fix things. I got a second chance.
Walker. Series premiere January 21st on CW33.
Third round of the playoffs. Aledo and Frisco getting ready to do battle at the Ford Center in Frisco. And before the kick, let's send it down to the field and check in for a report on the coaches with Chris Mykowski.
Well, Doug, both of these coaches actually wanted to play this game earlier in the day, but the Dallas Cowboys, this is their indoor practice facility, and they had to get ready for their matchup with the Eagles this weekend. So the earliest it was available was this 7:30 kickoff. Tim Buchanan is the coach of the Aledo Bearcats. He coached his 300th career game this season. He became head coach and AD at Aledo in 1993. Stepped back from coaching for 5 years, but missed the sidelines terribly. Returned there before last season. For Frisco, Jeff Harbert has some unique challenges coaching in Frisco. There were just 2 high schools when he arrived in the district 16 years ago. Now they're about to open an 11th. Sometimes Frisco loses big. They've had a few 0-10 years recently, but this year they're back to winning big in the regional semifinals.
Frisco is set to kick. Aledo will receive it. Bearcats wearing their white with orange numbers and black helmets, and Frisco in the all blue with white numbers and helmets. Kick sails down the middle of the field to about the 11-yard line. Taken there by DeMarco Roberts, who zigzags his way up across the 35 to the 39-yard line. About a 29-yard return. And let's take a look at the keys to the game for Aledo. You want to keep those third downs short. No passing fancy. That means don't get cute with the passing game, because Frisco has 15 interceptions this year, and rely on DeMarco Roberts.
Yeah, and it begins up front with the Raccoons. They've got to have the game of their lives on the defensive and offensive line. Lots of Lowry. Chase Lowry has to be explosive, and no to JoJo, meaning you can't let JoJo Earl have his time here this evening.
First play from scrimmage is a run to DeMarco Roberts, and it was stuffed after a gain of about a yard. Tackle was made there for Frisco by the middle linebacker, A.J. Yasili, one of the leading tacklers for the Raccoons with 60 coming into the game.
Yeah, I thought these linebackers were outstanding when we saw them play Lovejoy in the regular season. They've got to have a great game. They've got to be men amongst boys here this evening.
It's Roberts again, starts right, goes left, finds an open hole at the 30. Down the far sideline, inside the 20-yard line. DeMarco Roberts with a huge run for the Bearcats to put them in the Frisco red zone.
Now, every time you see the Bearcats offense, they're going to have a guy that just has vision. Watch him patiently set up his block, and then the vision out the side of his peripherals there, and gets to the wide side of the field, and then it turns into a foot race, and he's brought down by a shoestring.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. First down for the Bearcats. It's Roberts again. 3 plays, 3 carries. DeMarco Roberts, and that time he picked up a yard. Tackled by A.J. Yasili again.
Well, Doug, this offense is built around the run, and we'll see a lot of the Frisco Raccoons offense. They run 68% of the time, but at 31 and some change percent, passing is lethal. But I think they just play the game that's on the field. If it calls for them to run 30 times, they're going to do it. And if they need to throw for 20-plus times, they're going to do it too.
JoJo Earl is in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, keep it. Inside the 10, touchdown. That's what we were talking about, LD. JoJo Earl can do anything. All you have to do is find a way to get the ball in his hands.
And that play should have probably been hit for a 3-yard loss, but you're talking about an elite player. He's at another level. He has another gear, and he always makes it look like it's effortlessly. Well, watch this here. This should have been blown up in the backfield. Bang. Right here, you've got both players in the right position, but an extreme talented, gifted player like Earl can turn that into a big-time play.
A very Aledo-like opening drive, marching right down the field, finishing it off. JoJo Earl with a 12-yard touchdown run.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
When it comes to safety, who has more 2020 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winning vehicles? More than Toyota, Honda, and Hyundai combined? Subaru. When it comes to longevity, who has the highest percentage of its vehicles still on the road today? Subaru. And when it comes to brand loyalty, who does J.D. Power rank #1 in the automotive industry for 2 years running? Subaru. It's easy to love a car you can trust. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Get 0% for 63 months on select new 2021 models during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Lido takes the opening possession and marches right downfield. JoJo Earl with a 12-yard touchdown run to give the Bearcats a 7-0 lead here in the early going. And that was textbook Bearcat football, that opening drive.
We've seen it year in and year out. That's what they do. And they don't really mess around with the football. A couple of run plays, and bang, there you go. They're on the scoreboard first in this game.
Now we perhaps get a chance to watch Frisco's version of JoJo Earl. Chase Lowry, he'll take it from inside the end zone, bounces off a tackle, out across the 40, and up to the 45-yard line. How about that? A 45-yard kickoff return for Chase Lowry.
Well, anybody else besides JoJo Earl and Chase Lowry probably want them to stay back in the end zone, but this is his moment. This is his time, and you hit that seam running 100 miles an hour when you run the kickoff back and he busts a big one. That's the type of momentum answer that the Raccoons needed to start their opening drive.
Quarterback is Kari Green. And Green sets, throws, delivering the strike inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Catch for Frisco made by Sion Usma Harper.
Doug, that play right there is going against everything probably the Aledo Bearcats have said. That 80% of the time this offense is running, they come out first play of the game, and it's a mid-range pass right across the middle of the field for a huge gain.
Green a keeper. Nice carry inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And it's another first down for Frisco as they use their legs for a chain-moving run.
Well, I think this guy here has got to be the X factor. We all know what Chase Lowry can do. We know what Usma Harper can certainly do. But this young man here has to have one of his best games of the season. He's got to be effective, not only doing what he just did, running the ball, but it has to be an effective passing game when they do decide to throw it.
Green drops back. He wants to throw. Far sideline. It's caught at the 15-yard line by Chase Lowry. That's a 9-yard gain, maybe even close to 10, and could be a first down.
Now, when you have a defense, they're worried about this wing T offense. They're worried about all these run formations, and they race up on their first few plays. They've thrown it 2 times now, and that's how you keep the defense off balance. Great job to Coach Harbert and his staff to mix things up here on this opening drive.
First down for the Raccoons. Pitch out to Usma Harper. He breaks one tackle and now fights his way to the 10-yard line. Sion Usma Harper transferred in from Illinois. And what a big addition he's been to this Frisco offense.
You just look at the versatility. We saw him earlier how he can run the ball effectively, but an equally effective weapon out of the backfield. The numbers don't show it, but he has that tool set, or that skill set to certainly be able to do it.
Green a keeper. He plunges across the 10 to about the 9-yard line, 2-yard gain.
Well, it's one thing to move the football in between the 20s, but when you get into the red zone against the Aledo Bearcats, you got to make them pay, because you're not going to get down here too many times, and it's going to be a premium throughout the rest of this game because Aledo's going to score. So you've got to go down here and make it count every single time and convert these third downs.
It's 3rd down and 4 for the Raccoons. Toss and a catch. Usma Harper diving for first down yardage and has it at the 3. 1st and goal, Frisco.
What a play. What a play. Look at Sam Foreman. He's reading. He says, okay, I've got the running back in the flat. He's in perfect position, but the ball is even better. And then you see Usma Harper just hold on to that thing in the effort to get the first down. That's what it takes, Doug. That's what it takes. You've got to have those extraordinary plays. You've got to have that extra effort if you're going to take down the Bearcats.
1st and goal, Usma Harper reaching out for the plane, but stopped just shy inside the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here it is again. It's nasty, especially when you get close to the goal line. These big bodies in there, and you're just fighting. Ooh, I don't know if that's not a touchdown.
Yeah, upon further review from that sideline angle,
that should have been a TV.
The ball broke the plane. Timeout on the field. And we will take that timeout as well. 6:48 remaining in the first quarter. Aledo leading 7-0, but Frisco knocking on the door.
Can you believe all of our shipments are delayed?
How much longer will they be?
It didn't say.
Man, it feels like we're just frozen in time.
Well, honey, we are.
Life's full of little accidents. And the Hyundai Tucson helps make sure they stay little by alerting you if you drift out of your lane and even gently correcting your steering. Because unlike your favorite shirt, you are irreplaceable. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get 0% APR or lease the Tucson for $199 a month or get $32.50 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Did you get the flour?
Check.
Sugar?
Check, check.
Organic unsalted butter? Organic unsalted butter?
Oh, me? Yeah, no, I did not get the butter.
Second down and goal for Frisco. Trying to tie things up with Aledo here in the first quarter. Corey Green, touchdown. Easy quarterback keeper across the plane. And Frisco within a point at 7-6.
That's a good drive, Doug. All right, that's how you answer that call, right? That's how you take it right back at them and go down the field. And it all started with the Chase Lowry kickoff return. And that set the momentum up. And now keep a look at this formation. They typically do that, trying to catch the defense off guard on extra points. It looks like they're running into field goal kicker to get the one.
Frisco has an outstanding kicker in Jake Gaster. 21 of 22 on PATs on the year. His long field goal, a 37-yarder. 8-12 on the season in that category, and he makes the extra point. So let's take a look at that drive again for Frisco. A balance of run and pass, and Corey Green's got to be good in the passing game tonight, and he was on that drive.
Yeah, and this is a confident throw. This is how you get him in the rhythm of the game. Let him get outside of the pocket, no pressure, and this is a gimme. You throw it outside to the flat, let your running back do work. Not a whole lot there, but then this throw here. That lets me know that he is in the game and in the moment to give his guys a chance. He's got to have a great game. He's off to a great start.
And let's go down to the sideline and check in with Chris.
Coach Harbert talked about having faith and belief, never giving up, and last week being an example of that. Frisco was certainly disappointed when South Oak Cliff hit a field goal with 18 seconds left to take the lead, but they looked around and told themselves, we can do something in those 18 seconds. Chase Lowry proceeded to return the kickoff 71 yards, and with Jake Gaster not available, it went to freshman kicker Mason Stallings, calmly knocking a 32-yard field goal through the uprights, and the Raccoons advanced thanks to the freshman hitting his first varsity field goal.
Wow. An amazing game, an amazing story for Frisco last week, just to advance past a very good South Oak Cliff team and into the third round.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't play with fire here. You've got some deadly ammunition back here for the Bearcats. Right there's DeMarco right there. Marco Roberts and JoJo Earl is to his right.
They will kick it short. Ball lands at the 20-yard line, and coming across the field, Brian Allen tackled up at the 40, a 20-yard return for Allen. And that will set Aledo up in good field position once again. It was so much DeMarco Roberts on that first drive that we didn't really get a chance to talk about the quarterback right there, wearing the number 16, Braden Fowler Nicolosi. Young man who starting at quarterback about midway through the year and has really come on. You see his numbers. Very effective passer, 5 TDs, only 1 INT.
Yeah, when he had Aledo earlier this year, he was hurt. And Bratton Hayden came in and did a very admirable job. But this is his job here. This is his team, Nicolosi.
And his first pass goes to somebody you might expect, JoJo Earle.
Now this is Steedling. He's got inside leverage, outside leverage by the defensive back. It's an easy slant, clear pocket for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
9-yard gain will bring up 2nd down and 1.
All right, this is where you're playing with house money. 2nd and 1. This is where teams like to take a shot downfield.
Handoff, Roberts, 1st down and more. To the Frisco 40-yard line. And that will move the chains for Aledo with a 12-yard run.
They're just so good. Every year, the offensive line being almost putting on a blocking clinic, and they pull the backside guards and tackle and the center. Gunnar Allen, 73, right there on your screen. Big 76 right there. Hey, those guys pull. It is a mountain of manhood coming right at you.
Empty set, toss to Earle. Tries to turn it upfield, but he is wrapped up and will be dropped. Tate Horton does a nice job keeping contact with JoJo Earle.
Now that's what they have to do. They have to keep everything underneath. And if the first guy gets there, you just need to hold on for dear life. And watch Horton here. He's just holding on, holding on, holding on. Here comes the rest of the team to get him down.
Horton, 6'1" junior, 40 tackles on the season. Second down, about 2, or 12 rather, as the handoff goes to Roberts, and Roberts will not be able to move those chains at all as he is stopped at the 40-yard line. Good job by the Frisco defense. I think Frisco on that opening drive maybe just kind of adjusting and trying to get used to the speed that Aledo will show you. Now they seem like they've made some adjustments.
Yeah, that's a great play and a good job there by Tenoda. He gets in there and reads it. And you're exactly right. And you have to see it real time, and then you just have to make your mental adjustment and trust your coaching. That's going to take you to the football.
Couple of yards for Roberts, makes it 3rd and 10. And here's the pass across the middle, incomplete. DeMarco Roberts was the intended receiver, but Brighton Fowler Nicolosi could not make the connection with him. And now Fowler Nicolosi a little banged up at the end of the play and still on the ground.
Yeah, he's got a pretty clean pocket, and he throws it right away. Couldn't see it there.
It looked like he might have gotten run into at the end of the play after the ball was away, and maybe just kind of turned that knee in a bad direction. Let's take another look here.
Yeah, clean pocket here, and
oh, there it is right there. He got pushed into a Frisco defender.
Yeah, just at the very end right there.
And now Brighton Fowler Nicolosi up and being helped off the field. It's 4th down, so Aledo most likely, you would think, would be thinking about a punt here, but you never know. They've got a pretty good quarterback as a backup in Brant Hayden. Checking into the game, Ethan McBrayer, backup quarterback.
How about this, huh?
And they will go for it on 4th down, needing 10. McBrayer tries to step up, and he is brought down. Tate Horton again. Terrific job by the Frisco defense, forcing the turnover on downs.
It's been far and few between where you ever question Coach Buck. But I question this. There's no need for it. And you're putting a guy that's hadn't played much. We don't even have stats on this kid. And you ask him to convert a 4th and 10 here in the 3rd round of the state playoffs. I don't know about that one.
So the score remains 7-7, Aledo and Frisco with 4:05 remaining in the first quarter, but Frisco with the ball after their defense forces a turnover on downs. Green sets, throws, delivers a strike. 35-yard line, all the way down to the 32. The catch made for Frisco by Brandon Miyazono, and Miyazono You don't see his name on the 2D, but he is primarily a defensive player who comes in and makes a terrific catch.
Well, Khari Green, that was outstanding footwork. He looked poised. He looked calm. He knew exactly where he was going to throw the football and throws an absolute strike. And again, it's got this defense a little bit on their heels already again.
Green toss. It's complete to Miles Mays, but he'll lose yardage on that one. 3-yard loss as he was tackled in the backfield. Aledo that time finding their way to the receiver, Ryan Williams, leading the way.
Well, you just see a different offense here by the Raccoons. And when we saw them against Lovejoy in the regular season, we saw the traditional wing T. We saw the fullback. We saw a little bit of off tackle. We saw a little bit of option football. They've come out in an air raid here this first quarter.
A little bit of a low snap, and Khari Green had to jump on it at the 40. That'll be a loss of 5. So say a 3rd down and 18 coming up for the Raccoons. But I will say this, before that play occurred, I was just thinking about, boy, if Frisco's offensive line can protect Khari Green the way they have so far tonight, he can really pick apart this Aledo defense.
I agree, and he's not holding on to the ball either. I mean, he's been able to hit his receivers when they first come open, and these guys have been able to catch it and run after the catch, and yeah, it's been effective. They got a tough one here, 3rd and 18.
Green throws underneath. Miyazono. And it's Miyazono to the 35-yard line. That gets back 5, but not nearly enough. And so 4th down and 13 coming up for the Raccoons.
Yeah, it's just good defense by the Bearcats. They recognize that defensive line felt themselves getting upfield a little bit too much, and more times than not it is a screen. And they stay home and make the tackle. And it looks like their defense is going to go off the field on 3rd down.
Hunt Bourrier will be the punter for the Raccoons. Nobody back deep for Aledo. Frisco trying to pin the Bearcats deep in their own territory. The punt sails into the end zone for a touchback. So you see on 2 back-to-back possessions, Aledo facing a very similar situation. They went for it, turned the ball over on downs. Frisco tries to punt and pin Aledo deep, but the punt sailing just a little bit too far.
Yeah, and it's a game of inches. And had that punt been about 3 yards shorter, you might have had something working with it. But how about these defenses? We saw the offenses go up the field in the first possessions. Now the defense is returning volley. And look who's coming back at a quarterback. That's a good sign to see. Probably just got a little tweak, but it's good to be 16, 17, 18 years old because you got that flexibility.
You got remarkable healing power.
You and I, they be rolling in the Hot Wheel or whatever, the ambulance in here to get us.
Be on the gurney right now for sure. Penalty flag, first one tonight.
Practice snap. False start. Offense number 89. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Ricky Heron's crew back with us again tonight. Saw them when the Prosper are in the DeSoto Rockwall game. Let's send it down to the field and check in with Chris.
Beginning this January on CW33, Justice comes home with a new generation of Texas Rangers. Supernatural's Jared Padalecki stars as Walker, a lawman, widower, and father with a strong moral code who returns home. Don't miss the series premiere of Walker, Thursday, January 21st on CW33.
Thank you, Chris. A 4-yard pass over to that far side of the field, complete for Fowler Nicolosi, and he gets 4 of those 5 yards back off the motion penalty. So 2nd and about 11. Handoff to DeMarco Roberts up to the 20, picks up a yard. And now you're looking at 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Well, we thought these two defenses would probably show themselves. They played well, pretty good football coming in, and it seems like they've settled into the game plan. They've been able to get off blocks here, the Raccoons on defense. And those runs we saw in that first drive now have been taken away, and we've seen a couple of 3rd and longs here by this Bearcats offense.
3rd down and 10. Scrambling, tossing, down the far sideline, caught by DeMarco Roberts, who makes a move. And out of bounds he goes in Frisco territory at the 49-yard line. First down for the Bearcats. Big catch and run by DeMarco Roberts.
Well, this is a great job by Nicolosi. Watch him step up in the pocket. He keeps his eyes upfield, feels that rush, and gets a strike out to DeMarco Roberts, who's very elusive in the open field.
Big conversion on 3rd and 10. Now a toss to JoJo Earl. Inside the 40. Down at the 37-yard line. Picks up 12. It's another first down.
Yeah, that time he's lined up in the slot. And just like that, he finds a soft spot in the zone.
And just like that, we come to the end of the first quarter. Christmas Eve in Frisco. And we've got a present for you. JoJo Earl. He's got a touchdown. Aledo and Frisco tied at 7.
CW33 High School Football Showdown is brought to you by Nebraska Furniture Mart. 50 days of doorbusters, great deals, even bigger.
Ever since I've been in Kansas City, Nebraska Furniture Mart's been the place that I go. I definitely call myself a customer. They're experts at everything they do, from the TVs, the couches. I got a couple recliners that fit my game room and my media room. It's really cool to be able to go here and get everything that you could possibly want. Every time someone asks me where I got my stuff, I let them know that I got it here, and it turned out to be the dream home I've always wanted.
I love Southwest Kia because they sold us a car with lane assist. And let me tell you something, it beeps at him now and I don't have to scream at him. It saved our marriage.
And I love Southwest Kia for the amazing customer service. And the prices aren't shabby either. And by the way, that lane assist works when you drive too.
We love Southwest Kia.
"100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Doug Anderson, LaDarren McClain, and Chris Maikowski with you from the Ford Center in Frisco. Aledo and Frisco tied at 7 as we begin the second quarter with a handoff to DeMarco Roberts. Breaks a tackle and inside the 25-yard line. Penalty flag thrown at the end of the play as Roberts' helmet comes off, but that's a first down run for DeMarco Roberts if it stands. Waiting the call from Ricky Herron. Looks like it is.
Personal foul. Face mask, defense number 6. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. The runner can stay in the ball game because his helmet was removed due to a foul.
Let's look at this. It's Aaron Jamison Johnson, number 6. He's the safety. Oh, yeah.
Just pulls DeMarco Roberts' helmet right off. So it is a face mask penalty, 15 yards. That sets Aledo up nicely. First down on the 12-yard line, and DeMarco Roberts will carry it for about a yard.
Yeah, DeMarco Roberts, man, he is tough, and he's not a different style from Jace McClellan. And, you know, we've seen Jace McClellan for years, and he's just a different style of runner, and he's just one of these grinders. But he has that breakaway speed and that ability to bounce it outside, but he's going to be able to get those tough inside runs in the middle.
Over 1,300 yards this year coming into the game, and a touchdown in the regional semifinals as he goes in from 11 yards out.
Boy, just the patience that he's been able to show here just in this game alone. is pretty impressive, and it allows this offensive line. Watch the movement of the offensive line. You've got Gunnar Allen. He's the first guy. He seals that wall. And once he turns his back, that running back cuts right in there behind it in that alley. And he goes in there almost untouched.
The game that we saw very early on this year for Aledo against Frisco Lone Star. We were impressed with Roberts then, still impressed with him now. You mentioned a couple of things. He's not quite maybe as fast as a McClellan, but look at the vision. Yeah. He's got great vision.
You got to have great vision because this offensive line, they're coached so well every year. Even back Jonathan Gray, let's go even further. Every year the offensive line is coached just as well as anybody in the state. These running backs have to have an element of patience. He's got just that, what you need at the running back. He knows when to go full speed. He knows when to throttle back. He knows when to cut back against the grain. That's why he's having an outstanding year.
23rd touchdown run of the season for DeMarco Roberts. And let's send it down to the field and check in with Chris.
Well, Doug, just to emphasize Roberts and the growth that he's had. Remember, last year he spent his entire season at cornerback. This is his first full year playing the running back position. When we saw him against Lone Star, he was still learning that spot. Clearly, he has grown into an incredible back, and now will do that at the next level for the Lamar Cardinals.
9 carries for 89 yards and a TD, and we are just a minute into the first quarter, or second quarter rather, here in Frisco. Chase Lowry 5 yards deep in the end zone, decides to bring it out down that far sideline. And down he goes at around the 28-yard line. So good return after being so deep in the end zone, but Lowry fell hard to the turf at the end of that run, still on the ground as he is being looked at by the Aledo staff over in front of their bench.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what it was on that one. I don't know if he just landed funny on his hand. I don't know if it's hard to tell.
Crowd goes quiet here at the Ford Center as Chase Lowry talks to a trainer over there on the Aledo sideline. Big return up to the 28-yard line for Lowry, the Arkansas signee. As Frisco trails by a touchdown. Aledo scored on their opening drive with JoJo Earl from the Wildcat. And then DeMarco Roberts just took it in from 11 yards out. While they look at Chase Lowry, we'll take a timeout. 10:56 remaining in the first half. Aledo by a touch.
Another year of happy haunted days tradition. We volunteered for an amateur magician. Cooled off a cookie that was too well done. And helped some elves fly south for some holiday sun.
Well, this is the same.
And during Happy Honda Days, we can help you too. Right now, you can lease a 2020 CRV EX for just $229 a month plus tax. Or check out the CRV Hybrid, which gets up to 40 miles per gallon. Happy Honda Days.
Steve, your slow internet is killing me. Literally.
We're all here to help you, Steve.
It's time to get Frontier fiber optic internet.
It has 25 times faster upload speeds than cable.
Yeah, it's way better.
You should get Frontier. It's the smarter choice. Like me, Steve.
Yeah,
See the light. Switch to fiber. Frontier fiber optic internet.
Chase Lowry up, and he walked across the field under his own power. We'll take another look here at the end of that run, see if we can figure out what happened.
Oh, yeah, on his shoulder. That's probably a rotator cuff the way he fell. Not a doctor by any means, but.
Yeah, it looked like he took a hard hit, maybe to the shoulder on the way down. Sound Usma Harper picks up 7 on that run. Take another look at it here.
Yeah, this is where he's really good. I think he's good in those zone run plays where he can kind of pick a seam. He can either cut it back, he can stay on track with the play. Excellent vision there by Usma Harper.
Back to Usma Harper. Dives across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's a first down, about a 4-yard gain. 8 touchdowns on the year for Usma Harper. Limited action as he was a mid-season move in, but averages about 108 yards a game.
Yeah, as I say, he's been a nice one since he's been here. And that's the other element in this offense. And yes, their base is the wing T. We really haven't seen it at all this game. Now here it is. Here's the wing T formation, which is the traditional style of what they typically like to do.
And there's Usma Harper again, grinding his way up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Yeah, here it is again. Watch this, a little kind of a base zone looking play. He cuts all the way back across the formation, Doug. That's excellent vision. These young kids showing some vision on both sides here today.
Pass incomplete. Thrown to the far side of the field for Aaron Jamison Johnson. 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, still a pretty good pass. I think Green is on his game tonight. He's been able to throw the ball in places where you're kind of cringing just a little bit, but the ball gets there on time.
Chase Lowry will bring the play in for Frisco. So good to see him back out there. We'll see how he reacts after that injury on the kickoff return. They're looking his way, but the ball overthrown. Khari Green that time, probably the worst pass he's thrown tonight, because he's been on point for most of the evening, but that one goes incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he just didn't look confident with his base when he set up to throw the ball. And it all starts with your drop back, and that drop back looked a little kind of hesitant, and his footwork was pretty bad, and the shoulders sit up, and the ball sailed.
First time tonight we've seen JoJo Earle with a chance to return a punt. He had an 83-yard return for a touchdown last week against North Forney. I don't know that you kick to this guy.
I don't think Frisco wants to see him return one either.
This was blocked. He won't have the chance. Picked up by the Bearcats. And LD, dare I say, they were so concerned about not kicking to JoJo Earle that they left themselves open for the punt to be blocked. Matthew Bell racing in to get his paws on it.
Yeah, watch this here. There's 83.
That was actually a Jack Tregellis.
Yeah, he comes in there, and it's almost like he just wasn't even really trying to block it. He got so close that he just threw his hand up, Doug, and the ball was there, and he gets the block.
Tregellis with the block. Matthew Bell, 97 with the recovery. And Alito is in business at the Frisco 38-yard line. They'll try to strike hard. Here they go.
Good throw.
Nicolosi with the pass complete to his tight end, Jason Llewellyn, for a 1st down at the 20-yard line.
Here's the arm strength of Nicolosi. This is what he's been as advertised. And well, I tell you what, he does a nice job of getting to that back foot. Now watch the tight end. He's slipping right underneath. He knows he has the safety on his hip. So all he has to do is cut that route off just a little bit and give his quarterback an angle to make that throw.
Nicolosi back to the air. This time near side. Pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line. B.J. Fleming.
Well, I love the route combinations the Bearcats do. At the bottom of this screen, they run what they call an arrow route. And the inside receiver goes to the flat. The outside receiver goes to the slant. And he chose to go to the flat. That's the high percentage throw. It's a 3-step drop. Bang, you get the ball out and attack the defense.
Picked up 10. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Bearcats. DeMarco Roberts in the backfield with Nicolosi. He'll stand, look downfield. Now tossed to the end zone, knocked down. Terrific defensive play that time for Miles Mays.
Outstanding coverage, like you said, Doug, by Miles Mays. And I think the coaches are going to talk to Nicolosi here. Hey, you get out there in the flat, run this thing. He can almost walk it in. He's got a guy coming right at him there. And I see it from this angle, but hey, good defense again by the Raccoons, playing tough man-to-man coverage down here in the red zone.
Roberts inside the 5, and touchdown number 2 for DeMarco Roberts.
Oh, it's just tough to stop. Just so tough, though.
Broke a couple of tackles on his way to the promised land. DeMarco Roberts With his second TD, puts Aledo up 20-7.
I mean, at 5'10", 165, look at him. He's running like Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans. He's just running through people. Man,
he is feeling it over on the Aledo sideline. Why not? DeMarco Roberts is having a heck of a first half. Extra point from Clay Mirador is good, and that makes it a 2-touchdown ball game for Aledo, 21-7.
Boy, you don't want to spot them 2 touchdowns ahead of you because they don't know when to quit, and they don't turn the gas pedal off, or they don't take the foot off the pedal, I should say, and they can continue to do this. This is what they want to do. If they have to throw, Nicolosi can raise up. He can hit his tight end. He can find JoJo Earl, and they can go to that well to DeMarco Roberts anytime they want to.
DeMarco Roberts with the second touchdown of the evening for him, gives him 24 touchdowns on the season and approaching 1,500 yards on the year as well. He comes in averaging 9.2 a carry. Let's send it down to the field. We'll check in with Chris.
Heck of a December for Jack Tregelis with the punt block there to set up the Aledo touchdown. A couple of weeks ago, he became a private pilot officially. He started training at Nationwide Aviation in Parker County Airport in June as he began working towards a dream he says he's had since he was 8 years old. In the future, he wants to fly fighter jets in the Air Force or Navy. Jack's ranked 15th in his class with a 4.5 GPA, so I'd imagine either academy would be thrilled to have him when he graduates in 2022.
Absolutely, great kid. Lowry on the return, only able to manage the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield by Aledo's special teams unit. And Frisco with some work to do, LD, as they are down by 2 TDs.
Well, this is what they didn't want to have to happen, because as good as they looked on that opening series, they're just not built to come from behind from too far back. Now, plenty of football game left. You just got to think, we just got to get one here, right? We just got to get down on the scoreboard, give our defense a little bit of a break, and let's get back to what we were doing, mixing it up on offense. Green's got to get back on point with throwing the football.
Green throwing incomplete. Ryan Taylor was the intended target.
Somebody must have flipped the switch on Green, because this is a different player. I'm talking about the technique, and all you got to do is look at his body. You can pretty much 9 out of 10 times tell what the football is going to do. He comes out of this sprint not ready to throw, and that's a timing play where you've got to be ready to throw as soon as you get that snap on that sprint out pass.
2nd down and 10. Green rolls out, looks downfield, throws incomplete. Had a man up at the 40-yard line, Usma Harper, but
yeah, he did.
Unable to make that catch.
He's rushing it, and you know, you've got some of these other guys talking to him now. Hey, settle in, because the pass is there. He's had 2 open receivers on back-to-back plays. We kind of saw a little bit of that against Lovejoy earlier in the year. We just kind of questioned some of the things, what were going on with Green. And here on back-to-back series and even on back-to-back plays, we kind of see some of the technique fail him a little bit here.
Green has time, now steps up, being chased and brought down at the 19-yard line.
You can't do that against Aledo.
Loses yardage on the play, and Keenan Hess, the one that dragged him down, outside linebacker with 54 stops on the year.
You got to make this decision now, and you've got to run like your clothes are on fire, because if you dance, Keenan Hess is a pretty good football player. It's a senior starter that's seen it and done it a little bit himself.
You don't win 9 state championships as a program without being fundamentally sound.
Absolutely.
Aledo is nothing if not fundamentally sound. Here's the punt. JoJo Earl at the 45. Heads right, tripped up. Boy, he was close to breaking that one. Good job on the special teams for Frisco. Jordan Hamilton made the stop on the play. Boy, if he doesn't, JoJo Earl might take it all the way.
That was the definition of a shoestring tackle.
Let's go back down to the field and check in with Chris.
Well, it's not Chuck Norris. It is a new generation of Walker, Texas Ranger. Jared Padalecki is the star. The series premiere on CW33 Thursday, January 21st. It's Walker.
All right, looking forward to that. Here's the pass. Broken up by Chase Lowry. It was intended for JoJo Earl. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Now, Chase Lowry's a pretty good defensive back. I would say he reads this play from the initial snap, and when that receiver starts to block, that's his trigger to go right to the inside and try to pick that thing off. There's the numbers tonight on Nicolosi. How about that efficiency there, 7 of 10.
6'1" junior Brayton Fowler Nicolosi on 2nd and 10. Running a reverse, JoJo Earl. Earl across midfield, stays on his feet to the 40-yard line, and still on his feet. He gets pushed out of bounds around the 37, maybe the 38. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, just when you think you've seen it all by this offense, they come with the reverse play to JoJo Earl, and you almost have to hold your breath if you're from Frisco faithful, because it just seemed like he had a lot of room there to really bust off a big one.
Nicolosi steps up out of the pocket. Now will take off, 30-yard line, out of bounds.
That's a nice job. Nice job.
8-yard run.
And Doug, it may not have been a whole lot, but now you've got that defense worried about it. And this is what I thought he could have probably done a little bit earlier. Step up, he's looking to throw, which he's supposed to do, but now you've got to clear, make that defense have to come tackle you. And that's only going to help with pass protection, and it's only going to help with these throwing lanes when they decide to play zone defense.
Second down and 2. Nicolosi firing one across the middle, incomplete. JoJo Earl was the intended receiver. Nice job by Aaron Jamison Johnson in the secondary.
Yeah, Jamison Johnson's a good football player too. They've got some good defensive backs back there. Now this pass is thrown to the O of the Cowboys. This is a touchdown because he had him beat on the initial step, but the pass was behind, and that allowed Jamison Johnson to make a good play.
Third and 2. Frisco needing a defensive stand here. Handoff Roberts. Stays on his feet after being hit. Inside the 10. Roberts. Touchdown.
Oh, man.
Have yourself a day, DeMarco Roberts.
Man, I'm telling you. Put that on the highlight reel. Well, I knew they were outnumbered here. He had one guy to try to make a play, but look at the balance. And he gets right back up, and he gets to top speed before anybody can touch him in the end zone. That's the best one of the day right there.
What an amazing run for DeMarco Roberts.
When do they run out of running backs at Aledo? It just seems like every year they got somebody to just make you just go, I can't believe what I just saw.
DeMarco Roberts with a hat trick in the first half. 3 touchdowns. And
we made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
The holidays are full of tradition. But it's time they got a technology update. With a new Hyundai, filled with available features like blind spot cameras and oversized touchscreens. And with the big savings of Hyundai holidays, these are sure to make your holiday. Hyundai Holidays. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Kona, or up to $3,000 in savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
CW33 High School Football Showdown. We need you to help us decide the player of the game. Go to our CW33 Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and comment on the player of the game post. Southwest Kia halftime report coming up in 6 minutes and 42 seconds of game time. We'll take a look at scores from around Region 1 and 2 on this regional semifinal Thursday, including Highland Park avenging last year's playoff loss to Frisco Lone Star.
All right, thank you, Chris. Lowry on the return and manages to find the 26 before he's brought down. So Frisco needs some scoring, and they need it in a hurry here at the end of the first half. DeMarco Roberts, by district round against Hillcrest, he only had 5 carries, but he went for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. Last week against North Forney, 27 for 224 and 4 TDs, and you just saw his numbers a moment ago. He's already well over 100 yards, 126 and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
You know, it's just when you see a running back, you almost think, I don't know if they can tackle him, because that's the way it looks like so far in the game.
Frisco handing off Ryan Taylor, and Taylor good for about 5, well, maybe 4. Second down and 6 coming up.
They just got to put this behind them. They got to go get them one now. And it's Mayday time now, because Aledo, again, they're not going to let up. They've been here as many times as any team ever has, and they're not scared to put 50, 60 points on you. So Frisco has to try to shorten this game. At the same time, try to get something on the scoreboard just to get a little confidence, and most importantly, give their defense a break.
Handoff up the middle, Usma Harper, and that's a nice run, tough run up to the 40-yard line for Usma Harper for a first down.
I think you got to stick to this right here, because Usma Harper shows himself to be a gamer. But I think you're going to have to get your quarterback's confidence up at some point in time as well, because they have to be balanced. And even, I'm talking about a quarterback keeper. I'm talking about something where he just can keep it and get it out, naked bootleg, something to get your QB back in the game.
Lost handle on the ball, had to fall on it at the 40, so no gain there. Second down and 10.
Well, you definitely can't have negative plays. And that just puts you behind the chains. And so you having some positive yards, so you got a 2nd and 10. And you're pretty much telegraphing a lot of times to an experienced defense what you like to do.
Get a look at Kari Green. Has his hands full against this Aledo defense tonight.
Yeah, I just wonder what happened to him, because he looked like the best we've seen, I thought, in that first drive. And ever since then, it's just kind of gone south a little bit.
Usma Harper. He pushes the Bearcats up to midfield.
About that, huh?
Well, that's an effort play. He carried 3 Bearcats with him up to the 50-yard line to pick up the first down.
Now, sometimes you just got to feed a guy that's feeling it. They're feeding to Marco on the other side, Marco Roberts, and why not Usma Harper? Why not give him a bulk of carries here, see if he can't carry your team into the end zone?
Handoff. A.J. Yasili, the linebacker, getting a carry. He picks up a couple.
Well, you play for Frisco, you better be able to play both ways. And you got your starting linebacker on defense. Now he's getting a chance with the rock.
I think that's a smart move by the coaching staff for Frisco, because as good as Usma Harper is, he can't carry it every time. You got to give the guy a chance to catch his breath. You rotate in and back every now and then to do that. Green. Whistles blow. Play is dead. There's a motion penalty coming against Frisco.
Yeah, they were trying to go deep on that one to Chase Lowry.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 45. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Second down and 13 now for the Raccoons.
Not so sure we'll see Dante Reese here a little bit too, number 11. That's the other starting linebacker in the inside. We saw him get some carries earlier this season. He's got some stats, so we're going to have to platoon some guys in behind Usma Harper.
Here's Usma Harper again, and a nice run up to the 45-yard line of Aledo. He picked up 8 on the carry.
And this is what I thought the game plan probably should have been. I thought they could have some success running inside. Now, when they try to go outside, Caden Anderson and Chris White, these are two outstanding defensive ends, but I thought maybe they could have a little bit of headway the way they block in the scheme that a defense, you don't typically see this type of blocking scheme often. It's a big third down, I think, here.
3rd and 5, Green in trouble. Comes running near side and will step out of bounds at the 40. That's just enough for the first down.
Well, he kind of casually tried to get there, didn't he?
I was wondering for a second. Maybe that was extreme field awareness on the part of Green. He knew what he had to get. He got there and he went out of bounds.
Boy, he makes this closer than what it should have been. A heck of an effort to just get it outside, but watch him kind of nonchalantly there. I think I'm trying to lower my shoulder and make sure I get it, but he gets it.
Green keeps those chains moving for the Raccoons. Hand off to Taylor. That's actually A.J. Denota, the other linebacker who doubles as a running back. And Denota picked up 4.
Well, we've had them twice, and Denota has been the starting fullback or tailback in the offense both times, and yet this is his first carry of the game he's had. Well, I don't know. And
those depth charts can be deceiving.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Well,
they hadn't done this
case
long
in
enough.
point, you know, JoJo Earle's not even listed on the 2D for Aledo, yet he's all over the place. Pass to Chase Lowry, good for a first down. And there's the Corey Green that we saw early on in this ball game.
There you go. There you go. This is the Corey Green we saw in the first quarter. Watch him casually take his time, set his feet. See that? See, he's got himself square, and it's just a confident throw. This kid has excellent ability. Just got to trust it, and that right there may be the play to hopefully to get him back on track.
Usma Harper fights his way to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that's that
7
trap.
on that run.
Well, Doug, that's the trap that they typically can bust a lot of times, and Denota has typically done that too. Timeout here.
Yeah, Frisco calls the timeout. It's the first one for them in this half. Trailing 28-7, they've got to have points on this drive.
Yeah,
they're in that golden zone right here, though, where they've got a chance to score at the end of the first half, get the ball to start the second half, and they can make a real big difference in this game. Of course, we've got another game this weekend. We will not leave your plate empty this Christmas holiday. We've got a big one coming up Saturday at 2 from Mesquite Memorial Stadium, Denton Ryan and Longview. I'll tell you what, you talk about
that's going to be a good one.
Well, you talk about a stacked team. I don't know that there's a better set of talent in the state in Class 5A than Denton Ryan, but they'll have a test against those Longview Lobos.
And they both play a similar style. They're both physical. And even with the talent you're mentioning, they just get after it. And it's going to be fun to watch because it's going to be a barn burner. Two heavyweights going at it.
Second down and 4. Frisco handoff. Inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Ryan Taylor picks up a first down for the Raccoons, and they continue to move the ball further and further into the red zone.
It's a really nice drive. Look at the offensive line. They're pulling. They love it. They love to get out and get their hands on these defensive backs. They do a good job there.
Usma Harper, he barrels his way to the 10.
This is Raccoon football. This is what Frisco, this is what they do, folks. 79.4% of the time, they're going to run the ball, and you're seeing it right here.
And before the snap, Aledo calls the timeout. That's their first timeout here in the first half. Frisco was trying to move it quickly. Tim Buchanan said, no, let's slow it down a second. We need to get set.
Buck ain't having it.
Tim Buchanan, what an amazing ride for him at Aledo. Became the head coach in '93 and was the head coach for 6 of those 9 state championships. He was the athletic director for the other 3, while his assistant Steve Wood was the head coach.
So he may have some rings, even with Coach Wood. So he hadn't missed a year at all, because he's going to have some hardware for each one of them titles.
He's been a part of it from the very beginning. This team's decade of dominance is unreal. We can talk about it maybe a little bit in the second half, but the numbers, just the numbers alone, are mind-boggling. Zion Usma-Harper, touchdown. Took it in from 11 yards out. And the Raccoons are back in the ball game, 28-13.
Not only did they need that, it sends a bolt of confidence back to the team. This is their bread and butter. Just reverse pivot, off tackle play, base blocking, block the guy in front of you, and they just win. And that offensive line has reestablished themselves and dominated the line of scrimmage, and the Raccoons get on the board again.
Tenth touchdown of the season for Zion Usma-Harper.
Yeah, nice little, actually a little bit of an ISO play. He had a lead blocker get up to the next. Watch the fullback. He's going to lead right there. Great block by Denota, number 44. And that just paved the way.
Down to the field, let's check in with Chris.
When Usma-Harper got to Frisco, he was an unknown quantity, but he already had plenty of experience. He was a starting running back at Carmel Catholic in the Chicago area last season and was already drawing interest from Power 5 schools, including Indiana, Kansas State, and Boston College. Still, when he arrived at Frisco High after his mom's work transfer her down here this fall, he was not in football shape since Illinois had already canceled its season. Clearly, he's there now.
Yeah, he is in football shape and getting a chance to showcase his talents deep into the playoffs here in Texas. So you can imagine those offers are going to start adding up for Zion Usma-Harper. Big night so far for him, and now Frisco trailing by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
Well, you got to be careful here. What you don't want to do is give the Bearcats a chance to set up some type of return. They've got 3 guys that can hurt you, especially the guy in the middle, and even more so with number 1 back there, JoJo Earl.
And they will do their best to keep the ball away from any of those guys, as the fair catch called for and made at the 35 by Jason Llewellyn. So Aledo, that's a lot of time for the Bearcats. 42 seconds on that clock. They've got 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Well, this first play will tell you a lot. And it's going to either set up the rest of the drive, or they're going to say, hey, we may not be able to do anything here. Let's just cut our losses and take a 2-score lead in a halftime. But this is the drive starter. And what you do on this sets up the rest of what you kind of want to try to do the rest of this quarter. Or this half, I should say.
Nicolosi throwing it to JoJo Earl, incomplete up at midfield. Second down coming up.
Well, 5 seconds off the clock there. Trying to attack, and rightfully so.
Winner of this ball game will face Lovejoy in the regional final.
Yeah, what you don't want to have happen is you have 3 incompletions, and you have to punt the ball back, and you just preserved a lot of time for Frisco.
Handoff Roberts at the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Picks up 8 on the run, and that's just about standard for DeMarco Roberts tonight, 8-9 yards a carry.
Boy, that's just, he came in averaging 9.2. Well, he is headed right to where his average for the season has been.
Third down and 2. Hand off Roberts. Now heads right. Picks up the first down and pushed out of bounds near midfield.
Boy, that's that Derrick Henry stiff arm. Oh, man.
5'10", 165 pounds of strength. DeMarco Roberts.
He's just all muscle. I mean, he's 165 pounds. Let's be honest here, but watch him just stiff arm like. Did we not see that last week with Derrick Henry?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh.
Gave Brandon Matazono a trip to the turf. Nicolosi wants to throw. Pump fake now. Tosses it complete to JoJo Earl. 39-yard line of Frisco. That's good for a first down. 12-yard gain. Time becoming a factor here. 18 seconds left. And a timeout called by Aledo to stop the clock.
Well, I think he would need at least 15 yards to be kind of in a comfortable position to where you might want to roll your kicker out and give him a shot at it. It's a great job here by Nicolosi just to get outside, buy himself some time, and you can't go wrong throwing to number 1.
Matazono with the tackle on that play. I think you're right. You get about 15 yards. You can run Clay Mirador out there, the sophomore, who's 5 of 7 on the year. Field goal attempts.
And you're indoors, so you're going to have perfect conditions. I mean, it's ideal for any kicker.
Nicolosi being chased down from behind, and he drops to the turf after being pursued by Graham Hawks, the defensive end, with his 4th sack of the season. And that will be the final play of the first half. So Frisco holds. They do what they have to do defensively to stop Aledo from adding any points here at the end of the half, and now go to the locker room trailing by 2 touchdowns.
It's got to be a lot of momentum. They scored on offense. The defense got off the field. You take that momentum in the halftime locker room and try to make your adjustments.
The good news for Frisco, they get the ball to start the second half. The bad news, they're facing a team that is 22-1 all time in the 3rd round of the playoffs, the Aledo Bearcats. Halftime score 28-14. Bearcats on top. Chris Maikowski will take you through the Southwest Kia halftime report when we return on CW33.
CW33 High School Football Showdown is brought to you by Southwest Kia. Test drive your new Kia today.
Joan, your internet service is horribly slow and terribly unreliable.
Yes, Joan. It's time to make a change.
But don't worry, there's Frontier Fiber Optic Internet. It has 25 times faster upload speeds than cable. Woo! And you can use all your devices at the same time.
And look at weird stuff like me all night long.
Wow, that is really weird.
All night long. That's right, Joan.
We all agreed.
See the light. Switch to fiber. Frontier Fiber Optic Internet.
Never underestimate the imagination of the human race, especially when it comes to travel. 1 wheel, 2 wheels, 4 wheels, no wheels. We've even imagined how to travel without leaving the couch. And just imagine how many new ways we've imagined to injure ourselves. But luckily, Doc or Direct Orthopedic Care is open 7 days a week to take care of any orthopedic injury that you can, well, imagine. All in today's safest environment. Orthopedic injury or issue? Head to Doc. Direct Orthopedic Care.
Well, we took down the tree. That means it's time to put 2020 in the rear view and get to the final days of the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event. It's your last chance for our best offers of the season across the Ford lineup. So hurry in today. The Ford Built for the Holidays sales event ends soon. During the final days, get an F-150 with over $11,000 in total savings plus $1,000 in trade assist cash at your Texas Ford dealer.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
I love Southwest Kia because they sold us a car with lane assist. And let me tell you something. It beeps at him now, and I don't have to scream at him. It saved our marriage.
And I love Southwest Kia for the amazing customer service. And the prices aren't shabby either. And by the way, that lane assist works when you drive too.
We love Southwest Kia.
Cordell Walker, Texas Ranger.
He recently lost his wife. It wasn't your fault.
Wasn't it though?
You're the ranger with the dead wife?
What did you say?
Guess you couldn't protect her, huh?
She is gone. Some things don't add up.
You are chasing ghosts.
I can't think about anything else but her.
Walker. Series premiere January 21st on CW33.
It's the Southwest Kia halftime report on the CW33 High School Football Showdown. Christmas Eve action in the UIL playoffs. Aledo leads Frisco 28-14. Of course, it takes an outstanding administrative team to run these events, including the leadership of Frisco ISD. 11 starting next fall. It's a big number.
Yes, sir. We opened number 11 in the fall of 2021, and then we'll be opening 12 soon after.
You were a coach in your previous life and now on the administrative side. What's been the most gratifying part to be on this side of the equation?
Well, the awesome thing about being an assistant AD in Frisco is that we usually win one way or the other because we have so many schools. However, it's been awesome to be able to spend my time with coaches and help them and support them. I know they make a huge impact in our young people's lives, and that's what's the most gratifying thing for me.
And Coach Harbert making a huge impact at Frisco High School this season, and he has for a while now. What have you seen from him in the way that he has treated this abnormal season, leading the Raccoons all the way here to the regional semifinal?
You know, I think Coach Harbert, from strength and conditioning this summer through the fall workouts into the season, you know, he and his staff have focused on keeping the kids safe and preparing them to play, and they've had to work extremely hard just to have a season. And I know we are incredibly proud of all of our coaches just because it's been a battle. But here they are, and you know the kids play with a lot of heart and class, and we're very proud of him and his program.
And on the other side, let's brag a little bit on Lone Star and that staff as well. They had their season come to a close today. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but still an amazing run. And to have two schools from the same district reach this round is an incredible accomplishment.
It is. It's very exciting. You know, we never thought we'd be playing on Christmas Eve, but we're hoping to play on New Year's Eve as well. But yeah, Coach Rayburn, he has been an incredible coach for the Lone Star Rangers, and his staff, they work so hard with the kids, and they have such a great culture in their program.
We only have a little bit of time left, but you primarily see games in this building where other assistant ADs are at your other venues. Do you still see the light in the student athletes' eyes when they walk into this place, when they get to share a field with the Dallas Cowboys?
It's been an incredible experience for our athletes. And you know what's really fun is when we see schools from out of town that don't get to play in this on a regular basis, and you get to see it in their eyes and see how much fun this is and how much it means to them. But absolutely, our athletes are incredibly blessed. We're incredibly blessed, and we're thankful to have this opportunity to play here in this facility.
Big thanks to Grace McDowell, Assistant Athletic Director in the Frisco ISD, for joining us here on CW33. Now on the field here at Ford Center at the Star, the Aledo Marching Band. The Aledo Marching Band at the Ford Center in Frisco. Their Bearcats lead the Raccoons 28-14. Scores from around the state next on the Southwest Kia Halftime Report.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Life's full of little accidents. And the Hyundai Tucson helps make sure they stay little by alerting you if you drift out of your lane and even gently correcting your steering. Because unlike your favorite shirt, you are irreplaceable. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get 0% APR or lease the Tucson for $199 a month or get $32.50 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
No.
Let's show them how it's done, Becky G.
It's the brand new chicken dance song. Get down, heat it up like a sauna. Spin around one time if you wanna. Wings up, stretch out, put it on. Get up, get down. Cluck, when you hear the
New chicken dance, new chicken sandwich. My juicy, thickest filet yet. My cluck sandwich combos, only at Jack in the Box.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
To your teacher.
in that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
the Chevy price you pay
Is what we pay. Not a cent more.
because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,500 on this Silverado Texas edition.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
I think the best part about Nebraska Furniture Mart is getting exactly what you want and having people help you out with finding exactly what you want. There's so many things, and they were able to narrow it down so we could really pick and choose from stuff that they knew we would like.
We were able to get exactly what we wanted in the style that we wanted.
They're experts at everything they do, from the TVs to the appliances. There's experts everywhere, and we had a vision of how we wanted our house, but we still listened to everything that everyone said, and it's became like a family to me.
This holiday season, use the Kroger app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Do these look familiar? They should. These are the channels Dish has dropped in the past. Dropping local stations and networks is Dish's thing. Their CEO says it's profitable. Doesn't matter what his customers must endure or for how long. He's saving Dish money. Right now, Dish has dropped more than 200 local stations, cable channels, and regional sports networks. If Dish is treating you this way, call them. Call Dish. Demand the credit you deserve. Here's their number.
It's the Southwest Kia halftime report on CW33. Aledo leads Frisco 28-14 in UIL regional semifinal action. And yes, it is ugly sweater day here on the program. Well, Aledo has the most tradition of any 11-man program in the state of Texas. 9 state championships, again, more than anybody that plays that style of football. And one young man that embodies the history and tradition of Aledo football is sitting right there, Blaze Mays. During halftime of Aledo's bi-district round game versus Hillcrest, the Bearcats unveiled a bronze statue of Blaze just outside the team's locker room. Blaze has Down syndrome. Every time the Aledo PA announcer would recognize him, he'd make this pose that you see in bronze there, and the crowd would go nuts. He captured a lot of attention when he played the last snap of Aledo's 2018 championship game victory. Blaze graduated from AHS last year and now will forever be a part of the Bearcats game day routine, with players touching the statue's helmet every time they leave the locker room and head out to the field. Way to go, Blaze. Let's take a look at scores from around Dallas-Fort Worth, and the rest of Regions 1 and 2 here on this regional semifinal weekend. In our game, Aledo leads Frisco 28-14. But let's start with Class 5A D1. Red Oak won its first two playoff games by a combined score of 117-13. Now the Hawks get undefeated Lubbock Coronado, 1 o'clock on Boxing Day in Wichita Falls. Mansfield Summit versus Colleyville Heritage was a district matchup that didn't happen thanks to COVID issues. Instead, they'll meet in the postseason 3 o'clock Saturday on the Aledo Bearcats home field. Our CW33 team will be at Mesquite Memorial Stadium on Saturday for top-ranked Denton Ryan versus Longview. The winner of that one will get Highland Park after the Scots get their revenge after losing to the Rangers of Lone Star in last year's postseason. It'll be Highland Park versus either Ryan or Longview, 3:15 New Year's Day at the old Rangers ballpark. 5A D2 Grapevine season ends at the hands of Lubbock Cooper, 22-19. The Pirates advance to play Wichita Falls Rider. The winner of our game gets the Lovejoy Leopards next week. Lovejoy wins a shootout against Mansfield Timberview, 64-50. Ralph Rucker with 8 touchdown passes. Reed Westerfelt caught 6 of them. 6A D1 provides a heavyweight showdown. Trinity Allen. That's the final game of Saturday's triple header at the old ballpark in Arlington. Ohio State commit Quinn Ewers is back for South Lake Carroll, and the Dragons lead Arlington Martin 17-11 at the half. 2 TD passes for the future Buckeye. Down in Felton, DHS, Duncanville High School, 42-0 lead at the half, and they end up beating Spring Westfield 56-zip. Grayson James, 3 touchdown passes. Malachi Medlock runs for 2 scores. We could see a Duncanville DeSoto game next week. That matchup was actually canceled in the regular season, but we may get it in a regional final. DeSoto gets Spring tomorrow, 7 o'clock, that's on Saturday at Baylor. And rounding things out, 6A Division II, Denton Geyer. They survived against Arlington High, getting an interception in overtime last week, and they returned to the old Rangers ballpark on Saturday afternoon to face Abilene, 3:15 kickoff. Northwest Eaton is on its deepest playoff run in school history. They'll face a Prosper team that we've seen on CW33 2 of the last 3 weeks, 11 o'clock Saturday at the old ballpark. Caden Salter and the Cedar Hill Attack demolished Tyler Legacy last week. Now it's a bigger challenge versus 11-0 Tomball Memorial, 4 o'clock Saturday at Waco ISD Stadium. And finally, Rockwall Heath doubled up Temple last week. Now the Hawks get an undefeated Cypress Bridgeland team that needed quadruple overtime to beat Decaney a week ago. 1 o'clock Saturday at Baylor. No Friday games in Texas. UIL mandate. No football activity whatsoever allowed on Christmas Day. Aledo leads Frisco 28-14. This is the Southwest Kia halftime report on CW33.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,200 below MSRP on this Trax. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Happy Honda Days coming to a town near you. Got a gingerbread car looking good as new. Bought new jerseys for a hockey team and helped a nutcracker live his rock star dream.
2, 3, 4.
And during Happy Honda Days, we can help you too. For the first time ever, get a $1,500 Texas sales credit on a 2021 Pilot. Or get 0.9% APR financing on a 2021 Pilot. Happy Honda Days.
I don't know how I'm going to catch up on all of these bills.
Need cash now? What about